you never know what you can find in nature. I mean, that's true, but I think this is actually a bit much, even for me. I literally found shit, and it's not a small one at that. But the point of this video is not about this. What I want to talk about is if you have ever thought of the goal that you are striving towards, if it's actually something you want to achieve, or if it's something that will actually make you happy in the end. Because the worst thing as humans that can possibly happen to us is that we will strive for a goal for years, for decades, or climb a mountain in like this metaphorical sense, climb a mountain for years, and then at the top realize that we climbed the wrong one. Like that's the worst possible thing that can happen. And bro, this shit is taking my attention from the video. But basically, it's something that you don't want to go through as a human. It's like when you turn out to be 60 and then just then you will realize that what you were doing till now was completely wrong. Like you don't want to go through that scenario. And so I would humbly suggest that spend at least 30 minutes a day or however long you need to contemplate at least a little bit on what is the thing that will actually make you happy, what is the thing that you would actually want to do your whole life, every day basically, on a daily basis. And I've been trying to do it this past week, but just go through the things I have been doing, if it's something that would actually make me happy, as well as like what else could I possibly do to feel like enriched or feel whole as a human being, something that would actually make me happy. Because the ultimate goal that you might have is, for example, to retire your parents, which is a wonderful goal. It's actually one of mine as well. Or you can have as a goal to be financially free, to have all the material things that you can think of. It's also a normal part of our lives. I mean, we are living in a materialistic world, so it would be kind of a stupid thing to not like enjoy some of the materialism that we are basically given. So I'm not against that, but at the same time, usually, or actually most of the time, when we think about success or the materialism, we are not really like, we don't really want those things. What we want is, or are the feelings which we get from those things. And so if we chase and strive towards those things, just then we might, once we have them, once we actually reach our goals, just then we actually realize that it's actually nothing. Like it's actually not that thing that we wanted all along. Like we have been working years for those things, and it's actually something that we don't want. Because when you think about money, it's, if you are a loser and you want to get money to not be a loser anymore, then what money does, it's just a quantifier or a multiplier. And so if you are a loser and you have money, then you are a loser with money. So it's not something, you shouldn't have this mindset that once you will reach a certain goal, or once you will get certain amount of money, that you will start feeling happy, or that's when you will actually start to live your life as a proper human being. I think that's just a wrong thing to go about it. And I think that I am like the perfect person to talk about this, especially because I still haven't achieved the success. Because I am still on my way to the top, and I know that I can change my ways of behavior right now. Like this is the perfect time for that. And if you are on the same journey as me, that you still aren't at the top or where you want to be, then it's also the perfect time for you as well. Like I don't have the financial freedom, I don't have the goals, I am not where I want to be, but I'm just trying to change my mindset in a sense that I already want to do the things which make me happy. Like, why postpone it to sometime in the future, which might actually never come, that at the time in the future I will actually start to be happy, or start doing the things which will make me happy, or the things which I want to do. Like, that's just stupid when you think about it. So spend at least, I don't know, 5 minutes, it doesn't matter, spend at least some time alone without distractions and think through the things which you are doing right now and think about what you actually want to be doing. What is it that you actually want to achieve? Because most of the time, the money, the success, most of those things are just our egos that want to get filled. Is most of the time those are just beliefs which we get from the society, from the people around us. And so do some really deep thinking, go inside yourself, because we can't really influence our internal state with external influences. And I'm learning all those concepts from people who have gone through this. I'm learning this from people who have achieved what we want to achieve, and all of them say the same thing, that most of the people who are complete titans of their industries, like moguls with huge amounts of money, with literally garages filled with cars, most of them, and like literally the most successful people talk about this, most of them are feeling completely empty inside. Most of them are depressed, they don't know what to do with their lives, and they try to fill it up with all those materialistic things. But in the end, it doesn't really make a difference, because do you want to live in a mansion filled with cars, maybe even a private jet, when you are living there alone? Or when you are living there completely empty and depressed? Like, in that case, it would actually be better to live a life which you have right now. But I'm not saying that you shouldn't make money. That's definitely not true. In order to actually live that sort of life, you need money. And I'm not saying that materialistic things are bad. You can definitely enjoy them. You can buy a new car if you want, but you can't be controlled by those things. You can own them, but not be owned by them. As well as don't waste your money as well. Be rational about it. Once you make it to the top, don't start wasting all the money which you make on useless things which don't mean basically anything to you. Those are just instant gratification things. And so it's still something I have to work on as well, that just sit down quietly in your room without distractions, no phone, for sure, no phone, no other people, be in a quiet space. For example, it could be a place like I am at right now. There is literally no one to distract me, and just think about what is it that you actually want to achieve, what will actually make you happy. And a beautiful question which I believe I got it from Robin Sharma. I am reading his book right now. That's why a few of the videos which I am going to post or have already posted are about his concepts. So a beautiful question he asked, or he said we should ask ourselves, is what can I do to make this day or the next day, for example, the best day possible? Like, what is my ideal day? Because why should we postpone it to when we will actually have the money? We should already live the days which we actually want to live. Because we pass through this point of our lives only this one time. For example, I am 19 and I'm not going to be 19 anymore in the future. And so we should live our lives to the fullest already as we are at this point, not postpone it to when we will be 60, for example. Like, you don't want to do that, because the biggest regret in life is that you haven't lived the life you actually wanted. And so spend some time contemplating on what you actually want to do. And I know it's easy to say, because I'm actually living like a normal life. I'm not in need of anything. I just want to retire my parents as soon as possible. My father is in a job which he hates, so I need to work hard for that. And I'm not saying that you shouldn't work hard. Sometimes we have to do something that's uncomfortable because we won't achieve anything, that's for sure. But at the same time, if you will find that thing that you actually enjoy, and it's already considered work because it will make you money in the future, then you have won in life, because you can work for tens of hours every day and you enjoy that. Like, that's the best possible thing that you can go through. So for sure, don't start wasting your time, because I said that you should enjoy your life, you should live your life to the fullest. No, for sure, no. You shouldn't do instant gratification habits, because that's just a false feeling that you get for a short time, that you somewhat like feel fulfilled, but that's just a false sense of feeling. That's not true. You get a sense of fulfillment for the things, from the things which actually matter, not from instant gratification habits. And also, don't start making excuses that you won't work on the things which make you uncomfortable when you know they are important. You have to do sometimes what's uncomfortable. Of course, like, that's common sense. But what I am humbly suggesting is that just contemplate on what you actually want to do. Don't live a life of somebody else, that your parents said that they want you to be a doctor. Like, that's... If you don't want to be a doctor, then don't be one, because you can't live someone else's life and at the end of the day then realize that you have lived the worst possible life, because you haven't fulfilled your own desires, your own pursuits. So this was a bit deeper video than usual, and if I have forgotten something, hopefully not, I will make a new one in the future, because it's just a super important topic. And if you have found this video valuable, or you have any sort of questions, you can comment something down below. We can maybe even start a discussion. That way you will also help me in return, because I will get, or the algorithm will boost my videos, and so I'm super grateful. And if you have enjoyed this video and you want to learn something else, then you can watch this video next. And enjoy this beautiful view whilst you are about to click on this video.